So is the White House actually encouraging obstruction of justice? For more, I'm joined by Florida Congressman Michael Waltz. Congressman, great to see you. Thank you for being here. It sounds like just hyperbole to say that, but in fact, there is a U.S. Code 18, Section 1507, that bans any protest outside a judge's home, quote, with the intent of influencing his or her decision. So it is a legal code that makes these protests, even if they're nonviolent in front of a justice's home, illegal, but the White House seems to be encouraging it.
Yeah, that's right. It is illegal, and someone needs to inform the White House of the law, I suppose, especially President Biden's spokeswoman, Jen Psaki. This kind of messaging coming from the White House is incredibly dangerous. It greenlights, I think, this type of activity. It's actually been happening for quite some time outside of Mitch McConnell's home. It's been happening in front of some lawmakers. It is also a felony to lay a hand on any type of elected official or a judge. But look, I mean, we all remember what happened to Representative Giffords, who was literally shot at a rally. This could get out of hand very quickly. Yeah. And I would like to see some responsible messaging from this White House to say, knock this stuff off.
But it's already gotten out of hand. I mean, as bad as the violence is, and that's absolutely unacceptable, so are these protests in front of a judge's home who's making an attempt to adjudicate issues facing the court. I mean, it's already gotten out of control, and it is obstruction of justice. But apparently obstruction of justice isn't a crime in the minds of the administration if it's on their side.
Well, and what I think you're hitting on there is, even though this wasn't classified material per se, and then therefore not necessarily, at least to my understanding, illegal to leak it, it is illegal to obstruct justice. And I think that's what this should be investigated under those statutes, in terms of getting to the bottom of who did it and sending a very clear message that the institution of the Supreme Court cannot and will not operate this way.
Now, by the way, you continue to hear from Democrats saying that what the Supreme Court is about to decide, if in fact that the preliminary report that we saw out of the Supremes holds, that it's anti-democratic. But as we heard Justice Scalia's son just mention, the fact that now you're taking it out of the hands of the courts and putting it in the hands of the people who can vote on it, isn't voting on it by the public more democratic than letting a bunch of judges decide?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's worth continuing to remind people we do not have a national abortion law, either for or against. Congress has never acted on it. That's why the Supreme Court overstepped its bounds in 1973 and overrode the elected actions of the state legislatures. So, but I do think you're going to see a huge push from the Democrats to do just that. At the end of the day, they'll have to kill the filibuster and tear down the institutions of the Senate in order to do it. So let's hope that both Senators Manchin and Sinema stand strong, because when we flip the Congress, all of those Democrats talking about tearing down the filibuster are going to wish they had it.
By the way, we only have about 20 seconds, but there's a strange split among the public on abortion. About 63%, an overwhelming majority, say that Roe v. Wade should stand as it is. But then when you ask whether abortion should be legal or illegal, it's very close to a split decision. 52% say legal, 47% say it should be illegal. How do you think this is all going to turn out? Very quickly, only 15 seconds.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, most people are against it. You're taking the life of an unborn child, but a lot of people want to reserve the right for women to do that. What this is going to boil down to is, when does life begin? Science has changed since the 70s, and most states are moving to heartbeat and pain laws. We have to protect those children. It's just when, the debate is, when do you become a child, and we have to be able to have that debate.
Congressman Waltz, great to see you. Thank you.